What's good with you? It's your boy IC Josh back at it again with another video. And man, oh man, we have the hot fire tonight. We have, in my opinion, the best EZA to literally come out to date in Dokkan Battle, especially for the global side of Dokkan Battle, and probably going to be one of the better units for a good little bit going forward until we get his counterpart of Beast Gohan and stuff like that, and have a crazy Ultimate Gohan or just Gohan really team. Man, this guy, he will be getting his EZA tonight. Technically, it will be the 8th tomorrow at 4:00 a.m. in the morning, Eastern time. But we're going to count it as literally tonight because, well, you know, it'll be tonight. I don't know personally currently right now if I'm actually going to stream that or not. I don't know. I might. I seriously might. Depends on how much sleep I get before then and stuff like that. But I might try to stream that maybe about 30 minutes or so or early before. That way we don't have to wait too long before it comes out and stuff like that. So if you're new to the channel, you like what you see, subscribe, turn on notifications where you get notified when we go live, and also put up more videos. Besides this guy getting his EZA, if you remember, when we first heard the theme for Golden Week, I talked about a couple of units and stuff like that I personally thought were going to get EZAs and stuff like that. And even though I did call my shot on him getting his EZA, and I was like, if they did that, that would just be nutty. And here we are, like, what? Some amount of hours away from this guy literally getting his EZA at this point. I did say that if he got his EZA, she could possibly be right there beside him at some point. And again, we haven't even got into the part 2. Gohan is not counted in as the part 2 as we know of right now. He's definitely not. Part 2 normally from last year, how they sort of went out. I did make a post on this one and also a video talking about how the structure was last year and how they sort of changed the pretty much meta of it already. Last year we got the banner the 15th, and that's pretty much when the part 2 actually started, was the 15th. It's currently the 7th right now. Gohan comes out the 8th. A little bit away from that. So like I said, we don't necessarily know if they're like, hey, surprise, again, like how pretty much the celebration is themed surprise. We don't know if it's going to be like, hey, surprise, right after Gohan, boom, here's another one. Because I think we all sort of figured that these two guys were going to get their EZAs out of this one, which again, Golden Week is very, very long. So we don't necessarily know if they are going to get their EZAs whatsoever at all. A lot of people in the community are thinking that Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta Angel with Goku Super Saiyan 3 in the back is actually going to get an EZA as well for part 2 for the LR spot. I don't necessarily think that Super Vegito and also Super Boo, well, Boo Tink's Buhan, I don't think that they actually took the spot of us getting the LR because they came out on JP first and then they just gave them to us because basically this was the theme for it. I don't think that it took a spot whatsoever at all for that. And then plus it was in the part 1. We still haven't even got to part 2 and then possibly part 3 or EX, whatever they want to call it. So I personally do think that in terms of how all of the LRs and stuff like that pretty much look, majority of the LRs basically in this whole category already have EZAs, except obviously Boo and Bobby are getting their EZA when he's getting his EZA. So we already have that legendary campaign for that. Super Boost 2 new, and also the anniversary unit is 2 new. So we already know that they're not going to get an EZA. And he's pretty much the only one left out of not having an EZA. So he's on, I won't say it, but I do feel like he's almost basically, you know, like 100% supposed to get an EZA during the celebration. So, and don't get me wrong, he still has good animations. His stats are pretty solid. And like I said, as you've already seen, he literally came out September 16, 2020. So he's definitely due for an EZA. He's probably going to be absolutely incredible, especially as you can see how they've been treating all the other EZAs that we've been getting, especially this year. And then also, you know, after the anniversary and how everything's been going, he's probably going to be absolutely incredible. But getting back to our Videl, our woman's Videl here. Like I said, when I called Gohan and I was like, hey, if you get an EZA, it might be these two getting an EZA, and then later on these two get an EZA. I won't be surprised, but damn would I be surprised only for the simple fact of how many EZAs has been so far. That's it. That's the only reason why I would be, because obviously Super Boo and him have been their own EZAs. And if you have her as our own EZA, since these two sort of really play off with each other because they kind of sort of have the same passive and stuff like that, I would assume that if they were to get an EZA, I think they would lump these two together and have just an EZA together. So you're just fighting both of them, getting both their medals. And that way you can still have him getting his EZA. Or they could just wait until the part 3 or EX, whatever they do, and then have these guys get their EZA, and then Videl get her EZA in part 2, and also this Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta get an EZA in part 2. They could still do it that way as well, but alone, that's a lot of EZAs. I mean, that's a crazy amount of EZAs, and that means a ton of Dragon Stones for literally everyone right now in the game. That's insane. If you want me to be honest, that's insane. What is that, like 120 Dragon Stones? 150 some Dragon Stones? No. And including the LRs in the part 1? Like, I was like almost 200 Dragon Stones in EZAs? That's crazy. Like, that would be insane if that happened. So I'm really pushing and hoping, not only because, you know, obviously free Dragon Stones for everyone, but also for everyone that has these units and stuff like that. More busted units that fill out more rosters, and also again, this whole Majin Buu category would be dumb wild if that happens. And don't even get me started on Peppy Gals, especially since she's in there and you got Kefla and stuff like that. Boy, don't even get me started, because like I said, she's not in a ton of categories whatsoever at all. Earthlings would get a big bump if she does too. Boy, get a big bump, especially since, again, he's not even in this one, which again, technically, really, he should be, since he is half Earthling, Hyper Saiyan. But you know, it is what it is. I think Goku's in my honest opinion, I think Goku's in Earthlings. Well, not on this one, but his base and stuff like that, I'm pretty sure he is. So all now, you know how it is when it comes to, you know, putting units and stuff like that in categories. But not here to go crazy on that one. But like I said, just in general alone, if they all get EZAs, honestly, you'd have to put this down as the greatest Golden Week ever. Like, to be honest, this Golden Week would be the best one ever. Like, I mean, we had the best anniversary, best Golden Week. Like, I would have to put it there if that's the case, because we need even more busted units as well. And good Lord, him and Vegeta. Ooh. I mean, he still has 4 links with Vegeta. Like, and that's not even, like, he still has 4 links with Vegeta. 4 links. Like, dude. I don't even want to talk no more about how crazy this is going to be. So, like I said, Global, JP, prepare yourself for absolute heat tonight. Prepare yourself, because once we get our hands on this Gohan, man, for the ones that, when I did a community tab post, because I will be doing these in the future a lot more for the units and stuff like that, just so I can sort of gauge how the community sort of is and how they sort of have units and stuff like that, which, by the way, a lot of you did have this Gohan Rainbow, but I think it's about 47% of you guys actually had it Rainbow Gohan, and then like 9% only had it at 90%, and then I think it was 28% or 28 or 29% of you all that had it 69 to 79%, and then I think like 17% was at 55%. So the ones that don't actually have Gohan, I'm gonna end this video off by saying he's on a banner, he's there with the coins. I mean, if he's eluded you this long and you don't have him and you have the coins, buy him. Buy him now. Like at this point, y'all always people are always asking 24/7, like, who should I get with the coins? What's the meme of the dude that's coming through and is like beating on the damn desk and stuff like that with money? Here, he's got his card here. Like, that's what you need to be doing. This is that situation at this point in time. This is it. This is it. If you don't have him, coin him. If you don't have him, coin him. Now. And then get them links up before he comes out tonight. Because I'm telling you, you need to. You 100% need to. But that's all for this video. If you did enjoy, hit the like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, where you get notified when we go live, and put up more videos. Other than that, stay safe, and I'm out. Peace.